All right, things are looking better and better for Gina Haspel. She cleared the Senate intelligence vote 10-5. 5 Democrats there supporting her. Senator Rand Paul telling me, though, that he has his concerns about Haspel still, particularly when it comes to her relationship with the former CIA director, John Brennan, who was no big fan of the president. I did catch your letter to Ms. Haspel to find out a little bit how she stands on a couple of key issues. Most people seem to think that this has to do with torture. Well, actually, your letter addresses far bigger issues. Could you explain?
Well, I'm concerned that there are reports that John Brennan, the former head of the CIA under President Obama, that he was cooperating with British intelligence to spy on the Trump campaign. This is a big deal. Now, some are saying, oh, it was just incidentally collected. It's still a big deal. We do know that John Brennan, since he's left government, has become an outspoken partisan against the president in very defamatory terms. So, yes, I'm concerned about Gina Haspel being a close acolyte of John Brennan.
All right, Rand Paul might have his concerns, but Larry Pfeiffer does not. He's the former CIA chief of staff and director of the Hayden Center for Intelligence. Sir, very good to have you. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you, Neil.
A lot of people start wondering then who you're loyal to and who do you like, and did you ever have any doubts about Donald Trump when he was a candidate? And we're led to believe now that many back during the day when the president was that candidate didn't think too highly of him, Mr. Brennan included. Does it matter whether Gina Haspel at that time shared the same anxieties?
I guess when it comes to loyalty, Neil, the people of CIA and Gina being a 33-year professional at CIA, their loyalties to the Constitution. They are there to protect and defend the nation. They're there to protect and defend the Constitution. Their loyalties are not to people. They're not to individuals. They're to the institution and to the Constitution.
I certainly hope you're right, and I trust in most cases that's true, but some of the revelations I get back from Mr. Brennan and others, you know that in their day in power, they harbored these views, and I wonder whether that kind of thing affects your job and what you do on the job.
Well, we serve in presidential administrations. Every administration will come with its own particular agenda,
right?
And that's fine. The American people vote for those agendas, and that's what they want, and that's great. But the job of the intelligence community is to inform that agenda. It's to set boundaries for that agenda of reality. And so the people at CIA and Gina representing those people will continue to take on that role, and will sit with the president and the other leaders of the nation and explain the cold, hard reality of what's happening in a particular area that they're discussing. I would not worry. I think Gina is going to be fantastic at doing that job. She is an advocate of truth to power. She believes in it wholeheartedly, and I think that's what we can expect from her.
I'll trust your instincts. They're far better than mine in this stuff. So
Thanks.
Let me switch to something else that was actually a bigger part of Senator Rand Paul's letter to Ms. Haspel, and more to the point, her views on getting information from Americans, spying on Americans, eavesdropping, all of that stuff. He's a big privacy advocate, a big libertarian. As you know, go slow there. Right. I don't care whether you're on the right or the left, Republican or Democrat, like the president, dislike the president. And he's not so sure where she stands on this. He is very concerned about the aggressive nature of CIA intelligence gathering. Should he be?
No, I think the senator doesn't need to worry. I think we're grateful for people like Senator Rand Paul who make sure that we assiduously follow the rules that are set by Congress, that are set by the president, that we do not target Americans. Yes, we can incidentally pick up Americans in communication when they are speaking with or communicating with those people that we are targeting. But rest assured, the intelligence community has plenty to do without wasting time chasing down Americans as targets.